I realized that all of the money and all the albums that we sold as a group, everybody, all the producers, all of the everybody that worked on the project is rich
You're saying it's day 26?
as day 26. Everybody that worked on our music, everybody that did the background, did the back work and all of that, and the people that we gave opportunities to and gave jobs to for that situation, all them people are rich, but we not.
They all benefited off of the success of what you guys did.
And even even some people that didn't have nothing to do with the deal. Like when we get our publishing statements, like for those songs and that stuff that we did, it's Diddy kids that get publishing off of that. His kids and his mother. You know what I'm saying?
And they wasn't even they was babies or probably not even alive.
Old enough to know. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So it's things like that when I realized that where I was, when like, why are we not rich? We sold all these albums. Why we got awards, all kind of crazy stuff.
Y'all had number one.
Huh?
Because y'all had a number one album.
We had two number one albums. And it leaves you that left me sitting, like, especially at the age I am and how long I've been in this game. You should not be in that position.
Everybody thinks that all successful people, especially in entertainment industry, are just evil, just flat out evil. None of them believe in God. None of them exist. If you had to put a percentage on it, what percentage in the music business do you think this percentage is good people? This percentage is the people that's taking advantage of people and doing the things that we see in the news?
I would have to say that because of COVID, it put a lot of, not even a little bit before COVID, it put a lot of people in perspective on how to make their own music and do their own deals and make their own money. So right now, I feel like it's more of a independent kind of game.
Okay.
Where you are responsible for yourself and you got to look out for all the snakes in the grass at that point, because sometimes the snakes come in a nice form. Sometimes you don't know that it's a snake. You know what I'm saying? And even I've seen good deals go bad. Where you didn't intend for it to be a bad situation in the beginning, or I wasn't coming for you, but now this is where the situation has landed us. Which way are you gonna go?
Yeah.
And for me, so it's hard to say the percentage thing, because I've been through, like I said, I've been through a lot of people in this industry as far as working for them, and I just feel like everybody from beginning to end is here for themselves.
Yeah.
That's why you don't never get a contract that's in your favor. You always get a contract in favor of the person giving it.
Yeah. That's business, right?
Which is business. So for me, that percentage I would say it's the whole thing. If you don't have the knowledge that you should have when you enter this room with these lions and you a mouse, it's only the laws of nature that they eat you. That's how it goes. That's like, it's not even, you know what I'm saying? It's not like they trying to be evil. They just being the lions that they are.
Right. Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like in all aspects, it's hard to say who's good and who's bad. I think everybody's just for themselves. And
I get you.
And that is always going to be in the favor of the person giving it. And if you don't have the knowledge to be able to see the cracks in the concrete, then you know what I'm saying, that's you coming in unprepared. That's why I always tell people, like, man, you can't just, and this is from experience, you can't just come in this game zealous and happy, because people they game recognize game, and game recognize when you ain't got no game too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they see you and you a novice and you extra happy and this, that, and the other, like, that might not be such a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to wear your poker face in this game. You got to.
Is that a lesson that you learned from your own personal experience, or was that learned from watching others, or both?
Well, like I said, I've been blessed to be mentored by some people and see some things in certain rooms that everybody can't be in, hear certain deals that everybody can't hear. And on top of that, I've been in these deals.
Yeah.
So from both sides, man, I've learned personally. I've become more straight faced, because I was this happy, zealous, just let's go. What we do, like, you know what I'm saying?
Optimistic.
Yeah, I'm just how we you know what I'm saying? I was that, and though my heart is still there, I don't wear it on my sleeve. I don't wear it on my face.
Guard your heart, like the scriptures say, huh? Guard your heart, like the scriptures say.
There you go. And I think you have to do that, because then it leaves a mystique to you, and the people don't know if they can play you. They don't know if you're a novice. They don't know if you're an expert. They have no idea, which makes them tread lightly. And just most of the time, I'm gonna be on the up and up because I don't want this nigga to catch me on, you know what I'm saying, on some. And so I've learned to move like that. The game taught me to move. Everybody, oh, we got this deal, and everybody excited, jumping around. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right.
Talk me through the origins of Day 26. You guys was on Making the Band 4, correct?
Making the Band season 4. We the only season that had more than one season.
Wow. So talk me through how you got to that point. How did you meet your group mates? Talk me through how you guys got on Making the Band and what was your experience early on?
Well, mine was kind of I always live my life spiritually. Like I said, my dad's a pastor, so I've learned everything is spiritual to me. I look at everything through a spiritual lens.
Okay.
And that's what kind of led me to my situation, because at the time when the Making the Band auditions came to Detroit, I had another contract in my hand that I was actually works with. It was being, negotiated between my lawyer and the people that I was signing the contract with. So it was a big deal, because me doing the Making the Band thing, if I wouldn't make it, I couldn't do this deal. And so it was really like a what do I do kind of thing. And I remember, this sounds weird, this sounds fake, but this really happened. Detroit radio had a competition where you call in and they pick 5 people to sing. And then to get the people to call in from the radio and say which one was the best singer. And the best singer won 2 wristbands to cut to the front of the lines for the Making the Band auditions. So I was filming this movie called American Dream at the time. It was an underground movie that one of my friends was shooting, and I was in it. And one of my co-stars in the movie, his wife is an amazing vocalist. And she was one of the people that called into the radio station and sung, and she won the 2 wristbands. Well, later on, WJLB radio station announced that it was only for guys. So the next day we went for filming for the movie, and my boy Mike, like, my wife won these on WJLB. You will be perfect for this. You should take these. So I had the 2 wristbands to cut to the front of the line.
Okay.
My ex-girlfriend at the time, she had signed me up on Craigslist. Craigslist had a raffle to win 2 wristbands to cut to the front of the line.
Word. Okay.
And she didn't even tell me. I won the raffle on Craigslist.
Man, you be getting blessed.
It was only 4 wristbands in the whole city, and I had all 4.
All 4. Wow, you had the Willy Wonka golden tickets.
I had all 4 of them. It was like, so that's what kind of me spiritually said, okay, God, you leading me to this direction.
Yeah.
But still, 100%. I still had the journey in front of me of actually making the band. So I still had,
It like an uphill battle.
Yeah. So I remember the day of the auditions, I had gave my 3 wristbands to 3 of my closest friends, because all of my friends sing. So we sitting in the car, and it's dope, because people spent the night overnight standing outside, line wrapped around downtown. And we sitting in the car in front of the building, and we just singing. I'm letting people from the line come sit in the car and get warm, because it was cold outside.
And you already know you got the wristbands.
They don't know I got the wristbands though.
But
so
you do.
Yeah, I know. So look, I remember it was getting close to dawn. I'm not dawn to sunrise. And time for the auditions or whatever. I remember they telling me, like, bro, you better go get in line. That junk is like, the line like 2 days long, bro. You just sitting up here. I'm like, no, man, I'm gonna get in line shortly. So they MTV get there with all the cameras and stuff. And they like, so they set up everything. So the lady come out, she said, I need the wristband winners to come to the front of the line. So me and my niggas get out the car and walk past everybody so I was the first person.
Everybody looking.
So I was the first person to audition in Detroit.
Word.